Alright, so I am going to do my slam poem that I wrote last year about depression for my summative, and people told me that it was good, so I'm deciding to do it now. So here I go. What if you couldn't escape a world that was dark, lonely, and hopeless? You feel mocked by the people around you, but no one seems to have a clue. Everyone around you is moving at a fast pace, but your feet are glued to one spot. You feel like you are nothing but a waste. You have scars to try not get caught. The feeling of anger takes over you, and you begin to feel the blues. You're frustrated with yourself and the world, but the worst thing is, you can't help it. You can't help that the world is spinning too fast around your head. It's not fair that you feel this way, but yet it keeps happening. Your mind is going out of control. You just keep getting darker and darker and darker. You don't feel that sense of joy when you walk by that park that once made you smile. A bridge isn't something you drive over, but merely something you can jump off of. And Tylenol can take away the pain forever. You aren't scared of death anymore, and do you want to know why? It is all because of that one word that is able to take your own life, and that is depression. People are wrong. They think sticks and stones hurt more than words, but we're not left with bruises, we are left with scars. We begin to tell ourselves that we will never be wanted, never be loved, or feel the touch of their soft hand on our cheek. Instead, we sit alone in the dark, like starving ourselves from the world because we believe that no one loves us. No one sits up at night thinking your name, replaying situations in their mind of what they could do to make us smile. But no, we sit alone. And after a while, that's what we think is right. We tear our souls apart because we believe it's better to feel nothing. And we hide it all away. We don't tell a single soul. Don't try telling us that feeling nothing is worse than having a scar across our heart. We rip apart ourselves to be able to feel nothing. The numbness becomes a part of us. Hearing the words ugly and worthless becomes a schedule. They think we're some sort of fool because we walk with our heads down in the school halls, ignoring everyone around us by putting up those walls. People laugh and joke and point, but nothing ever comes close to what we tell ourselves. When we go home, we lock the bedroom door behind us, slide down that wall and hitting the floor, and finally letting out a sigh of relief. But then we feel the ache in our heart that we tried so desperately to hide. And you feel your eyes watering up, and that one single tear falls. And it hurts. Like cutting yourself and rubbing it with salt water, but the little rocks in the water begin to feel like home, and that numb feeling surrounds our body again. And we lay there, on our back, looking up at the ceiling that is nothing but a blank sheet of white paper, and we draw pictures on it with our mind, but everything becomes a blur, and we finally pass out. You wake up to bright lights and the smell of hospital food, and you know you were there again. A normal customer of pain and loneliness and darkness. You go to school the next day, but people's conversations aren't about the upcoming test, but the plastic band around your wrist. You think you're getting better, but then you see those horrid words written on your locker in permanent marker. Your mind is spinning and your voice is in your head again. Your only friends, your best friends. They're telling you to do it again, and you know it's wrong, but it feels so right. It's your sense of relief. It's like lying in soft rose petals, floating above the ground, but the smoothness of the petals begin to fade, and you hit the ground, but you don't stop on the concrete. You keep going further. It's like you're stuck inside a world full of darkness and despair. You try crawling out of the hole, but something wraps around your ankle and it drags you back. You begin to feel like the monsters underneath your bed is real. The nightmares become true, and you stay up all night to try not get pulled in, but it never works. It never works because you begin to feel like home there. The sense of easiness and reliability. You think you are some sort of freak because you find joy in misery. You think the only way you can escape is dying. But why? Why do we feel this way? Why do we let the little chemicals in our brain control us, the black, disgusting monsters running around our mind? Because we are so alone and frustrated and angry at ourselves, we think we deserve this. But no. No. We don't deserve to sit alone in the bathroom stall or cry every time we slam the bedroom door or lie lifelessly on the cold hard floor. We deserve to be loved and feel a real smile on our beautiful faces. We don't have to feel this way. Depression doesn't have to stay. It isn't easy and it isn't quick, but don't give up, don't fall back down. We can receive help. We can lift the fog out from our minds and our body, because hope is real. Courage is real. Love is real. That's it. So, thank you for listening.